It's my first time to be inside a mosque, so I'll be very keen to see what goes inside the mosque.
At a time of polarized period, due to the fresh attack in northern Kenya, where they killed 2 non-Muslims and a continuous misinterpretation of Islam, we have invited a group of Christians to Nairobi's Jamia mosque to have a taste of what goes on in a mosque and to have their questions answered in the most unlikely of places. Jamia Mosque is a mosque located in central Nairobi. The mosque is one of Kenya's most prominent religious structures and the most important mosque in the country. It was first built by Sayyid Maulana Abdullah Shah between 1902 and 1906. Today, we're inviting 6 university students who have questions about Islam and Muslims to the mosque's prayer area. They say they never imagined they would ever walk on.
If sisters don't mind, we give them lessons, and at least they try to look like the people who are around the mosque.
Something about the dressing now. Does it make you feel comfortable?
Yeah, I feel comfortable. I feel covered.
This is a part of our effort to promote open door policy to issues laced with emotions. Here's how it all went down.
I think for now, I think we can just start our tour. So this is Jamia Library.
Our tour started at a mosque library where the attendant explained that the facility has a female librarian and non-Muslim women will have to cover their hair since the library shares same entrance with the main praying area.
I wanted to ask, do I have to dress like this to come to the library too?
For the first time, as a lady and a non-Muslim, we only advise you to cover your head. To cover your head when you come inside the library. From there, we advise you also to be dressing decently and modestly whenever you come to the library. Okay, we are very much concerned about it because the library is just within the mosque. Yes, and also we have this gate whereby you coming inside the library, it's used for both male and females. So your dress should be modest.
The tour into the main mosque area requires a strict code of dressing. Shoes will have to be removed and women have to dress in loose clothes and cover their hair.
The place, it looks really, really nice. It's beautiful. The air, fresh air, and the carpet is really comfortable.
So the services normally take place from here. The service or the prayer or the sermon for the Friday khutbah. It takes place from here. And Imam stands on that pulpit when he addresses the Muslims on Friday. And then after that, after the sermon, he comes down and then he leads the congregation in prayer. Whether a person is a recognized person in the society, a leader, president, whoever he is. So there are no specific places for any person. So that place is for the Imam who leads the prayer, and then everyone else first come, first served. So that is it, unless there is a question.
And you've mentioned that the Imam is the one who normally lead the prayer. So, and then the women have to sit above and listen to the speaker. You don't give women a chance to actually, is it minister the same way as men do in the mosque?
And again, religiously, God tells us in Quran that I have given you different responsibilities among the men and women. And one of the responsibilities which men has been given, it is to conduct the prayer themselves. And Allah says, فَضَّلَ بَعْضُكُمْ عَلَى بَعْضٍ, that I have given some favors to this gender, which I have not given to this other gender.
Okay, I'd like to ask, does Islam promote polygamy?
So instead of having mpango wa kando, afadhali kuwa na polygamy. And it is the same God who created us, who knows us better, is the one who has allowed us to do that. But again, it has some rules and regulations and conditions. It is not only that, it is not any howl that since I want to marry the second wife, the third wife, I marry and I do whatever I want to know. There are rules and regulations and conditions which Muslim has been given. So if you cannot cope up with those, you cannot meet those conditions, then you should rather stay with your one and single wife. And again, when we respond to these questions, we have the right of defending your opinion or asking more questions or even pressing or demanding for a quote in Quran or the Sunnah or anywhere. So don't just accept everything that we say, even if you feel you are not convinced.
He also asked whether there is coercion in accepting the faith and why Muslim women cannot be married by non-Muslim men.
As a Christian, can I marry a Muslim lady?
So as a Christian, in Islam it is not allowed for you to marry a Muslim lady. Do you know why? But we Muslims are allowed to marry a Christian lady. So there is some injustice there, isn't it? There is no fairness there. So the issue is we have believed in all prophets. The prophet or the person that you consider to be, if you follow his way, he will save your life, is Jesus. And I, a person that I believe at this time now, that I have to follow and do my act of worship according to the teachings, according to his teachings, Prophet Muhammad. So me as a Muslim, I have accepted the prophethood, Prophet Muhammad, as well as Jesus, as well as Moses. So that is why I'm allowed to marry this girl who claims to be a follower of Jesus. But you, the only time that I will allow you to marry my sister is when you also accept the prophethood of Prophet Muhammad. So once you do that, then well and good. Otherwise, no. So a non-Muslim is not allowed to marry a Muslim woman, a Muslim lady.
So I should convert to Muslim so that I can marry a Muslim lady.
That is, again, the conversion should not be because of the girl, yeah, because of the marriage. But tomorrow, if something happens in the marriage, then you will be very fast to say, hata hii dini yao ikae na ujitoe. But if you do your research very well, and you're convinced that indeed this religion can help me in my future, and then you convert, then you will have an opportunity to marry up to 4, not just 1. Than Islam, it is not Islamic, because the guidance of Islam is respect the places of worship, respect people with their faith, especially the Jew and the Christians.
I've been able to learn some new things that I wasn't able to know before.
Would you want to come back to a mosque again and pray?
Of course.
Mine, I had an education about Islam, but some of the things when he's explaining it directly to you, you understand some of the things that maybe you didn't know clearly.
Okay. Able to learn a lot about Islam, and since we are living in tough times, I think we need God. So since we all worship God, then that's okay.
Any other person outside there, it is just good for us to know each other so that we can live together in a better way and tolerate each other, because the more we know each other, the better we will tolerate and live together and respect one another better.
Reporting from Nairobi County, this is Ria Ahmed.